As a side note, in the last video I showed you how to create the computer model for just a shell. In this situation here, I have my solid volume. Now I could, if I want to, select everything and create a shell. And let me select it. There it is. And then this shell, for example, I could use to print my complete cell phone volume. However, it will be a somewhat expensive print because my whole inside is solid. So if I create now my STL object, I go to File, Export, Wrapper Prototype. I do not want any material thickness because this is a volume, and then click Export. If you have the money, well, that's of course totally valid to do. However, I would maybe approach it a different way in case you are sensitive about costs. So for example, here, this model, I could create a line. So maybe like this. And then with this line projected onto my objects. So those, go, and then select the line, go, and then use this line as a trim to, for example, cut this stuff away that I don't need anymore. Like this. Okay, so that is exactly what I was looking for. Because of this part, I can then again go to File, Stitch, select everything, click Stitch. Of course, one shell, one boundary. I have one boundary this time only because of this naked edge. So that is all fine. And then I can go to Export, Wrapper Prototype. Of course, create a shell in this case, maybe 1mm, except did it go inside? Yes, it went inside. Okay, and then this shell basically, because it's a symmetrical object, I can export, and then in my printing program I could mirror it. So I print the right piece and I print the mirrored piece. So, and then in Blender, and so not in Blender, when you're done with the printing, you have the left and the right part, and then you could, for example, glue those together. The inside you could fill with foam to make it more structurally solid, but this way, well, you put in a little bit more labor work, but you don't have to pay for the complete inside because that would be powder material you would just simply waste, or plastic material.